This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift as our minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. This is our time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the busyness of life. This is our time to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid footing that holds. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation.
The Foundation with Hearts Grant is brought to you by Alive, Burger King, Commonwealth Bank, the Deposit Insurance Corporation, Grand Bahama News, Ross Electric Motors, and Wendy's.
The Foundation.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company. The Foundation. On this glorious, we still living. My God, you look outside, say, we're glorious. How you can't see the weather changing. You need to stop it. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where you are throughout the world listening in to us, but here in the city of Nassau, it is a shifting of the weather. Last night was 73 degrees. Bananas. I said, December, baby. I love these things. Talk to me. I look forward to Christmas season. My God, I want it to be 20 degrees. No, I might be pushing it. It is a beautiful day, guys. I want you to make sure you pick up the Guardian newspaper. Information's in there, live and in full effect. Petty resigns as Water and Sewage Corporation Chair. The Office of the Prime Minister confirms that the Prime Minister requested the resignation. The information's in there. A man on bail murdered in Nassau Villages. Information's in there. Blue Lagoon Ferry Services suspended after the accident. And Water and Sewage Senior Manager testifies in Gibson's case yesterday. The information's in there. The paper's a little thick today. Talk to me. I thought this was going to be a supplement from the PLP for West Grand Bahama. But, you know, as we look through it and look into it, we recognize some things. The obituary's in there also. And anytime we get to this kind of a point in position, I always kind of take the time just to reflect on the life that is and these lives that were. I always do that in decency and order and kind of give homage and, you know, genuflect to the lives that were. And if you're one of those persons that are dealing with, sort of a hard time transition, the death of a loved one in your family, I always say you to reach out to my good, decent people at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium can be able to put your people down with a kind of, grace, the character, the style, the life that exists in that particular space. So you can be able to help them. They are my family. They are my friends. They kind of pushed the button the other day. They say, Howard, when you go, we want to take care. I said, listen, I think we're talking way too quick, way too early. But I'm grateful for this kind of a relationship. Check them out, Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. They're on Google. Just Google them. Or you can go down to Ernest and York Street, right down there at East Bay Street. And just before the bridge, you can be able to see them on the right-hand side. So they can be able to take care of you. Also, make sure you check out Milo B. Butler and Sons as you get yourself prepared for the season that is the Yuletide season. right? I put some information out there last night for you guys to check out. It is the Yuletide season, and you want to be able to make sure that you got good, decent meat in your house and got things going on. Please go check my good, decent friends out. Alan Butler over at Milo B. Butler and Sons at the Milo Butler Mart on Blue Hill Road North, just east of Wesley Methodist Church. He has everything laid out there. Just let him know Howard sent you. Pick up one of those protein packages and get yourself prepared for the Yuletide season. Also, I want to be able to shout out my good, decent friends, man. Antonio Lorenzo Bullard, he's always been here. One of the persons I went over to China with, he's been here and promoting his unique motors and tires before, but they have something going on. I think it's absolutely bananas. He wants me to talk about it. Asked me, oh, man, just do that. I said, no problem, man, because I always, can I say, in honesty, I get my tires from there. I got big tires on the truck. So I needed to kind of get some things done with that, and I didn't know where to go. Drive up and down. I said, let me try this out. Unique Motors and all. They're right on Soldier Road, opposite the Old Trail Liquor Store. It's $5 off all tires, all the tire sizes, from the 17th of November to the 25th of November, 2023, while supplies last. The place to get the best used tires at an affordable price, the most affordable price on the island, is good quality tires. That's Unique Motors and Tires. Soldier Road, opposite Old Trail. And definitely want to be able to tell you, go down there after you get your tires taken care of in this wet and slippery weather. Go and check my good friend Ethric Bow out at AFS Agents and Brokers. They'd be more than happy to assist you down there. Good and decent people. Get yourself insured in the season that is, so you can be as decent as possible. Well, that's that. I want to be able to thank all those persons that if you want to be able to assist us and kind of do some stuff here in preparation for this Yuletide season that we're talking about, give me a call, 827-0111, 827-0111. I'd be more than happy to help you out in accommodating in those things. Listen, I was in the hallway just now, and I saw my good friend David, and he says, Howard, man, listen, man, you ain't hit me up. I said, what you mean, right? I always am an advocate for being able to assist him with anything that he does as it relates to International Men's Day. And he's here now. Him and Brother Hannah, they're here now being able to talk about these things. I want them to introduce themselves and talk to you about what we got going on, zero male suicide. And you're also going to be talking about, on Sunday, you're going to be able to honor maybe about 50 men. Say good afternoon to the people. Let them hear your voice.
Good afternoon, Bahamas. Randiana here. Good afternoon, Bahamas.
Good afternoon.
Well, as usual, I say pleasant good afternoon, as you know, representing International Men's Day. And anything to do with men, that's where I've been called, and that's my duty and my purpose.
I like this. Talk to me about what you got going on Sunday.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, on Sunday, Howard, we at the International Men's Day Committee will be having our awards day at 3 p.m. at the Chapel on the Hill, where we are going to honor 50 good men. You know, not just 50 men. We got to honor 50 good men.
And listen, I always thought I was a good man. Ain't nobody called me yet. Talk to me. You need to do 51 because I come in. No.
Yeah, we want you to be there. Definitely, we want you to be there.
Talk to me about it. So what was the qualification and how you identify these men to get honored on Sunday, these awards?
That's a very good question, Harvard. We basically take them from different forces of society. We're honoring 5 high school young boys between the age of, I think, 16, who excel in school. You know, they did extremely well with their BGCSEs. And so we're going to honor 50 young men, 16. Then we're going to honor some senior men as old as 93 and 94 years old.
Really?
Yeah, so we and all in between. So we have it in 5 different categories. And so we identify 50 great men of our society, start from the youths right up to the senior and the super seniors.
Really? So tell me the categories now. You say high school men. So give me the general categories that you'll be able to divide them in. So you're going youth, right? What else you going?
Well, youth actually goes to age 30.
Okay.
Right? But we call those 60 in the high school student. We just call them high achievers. You know, they did extremely well, and we just trying to uplift men from any age in our society. And then when you go to the super ones that are actually made some valuable contribution that are now past the age, person like A. Loftus Roker, who's one of our signatories, we honoring him. for his valuable contribution to the development of our country. We're going to also honor Bishop Walter Hanchel for his feeding program in our community. We're going to honor Bishop John Ferguson for his work that he did in the Raleigh and Alley, having the Sunday school in our inner cities. Mm-hmm. We're also going to honor Bishop Lawrence Roll, the singing bishop, because he's been doing some extremely good
It's my good
down
friend.
there on 2nd Street.
He's my good friend.
And so there are some of the persons them. Then we're going to honor Mario Ford for sports discipline with the youths. We're going to honor Randy Johnson. He deals with the martial art and discipline with children. And of course, David could tell you I'm going to let David talk about the rest of this time.
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're honoring persons in different areas: business, politics, sports, a number of different areas of civic society. And I was saying two of the more well-known honorees we're honoring. One would be the acting commissioner of prison, Don Clare. He's accepted and agreed to be a part of it. And also we're going to honor the Dr. Raymond King, the now Commodore of the Defense Force. He also will be honored. And there are a number of others, like he said, who will be honored for their contribution. Because 50 years later, when they look back, International Men's Day Bahamas Committee will be able to identify these 50 men were honored on the 50th anniversary of the country. But tonight, I just want to make sure, let people know, we're having a prayer rally at Christie Park, 6:30. And so we're inviting all the men to come out. We're inviting all the women to come out. Women, we need you out to support the men, because we recognize before anything happened, we must look to the Lord, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, in prayer. For the success of the event, there's still a need for sponsors. We're asking persons to reach out to us to help us. We want to provide some light refreshments. We got to get the plaques and all of the other things that goes along with such ceremonies. And 4336917, I've said it before, 4336917. Anybody need any other information, how they can be a part of it, how they can assist us with sponsoring it, you can reach out to me, because we want to recognize our men. There are many good men. Howard, you're a good man. I'm a good man. Randy's a good man. Our producer's a good man. This thing about few good men, I don't say that, because there are many good men in this country, and I'm talking about in the Bahamas. We ought to lift up our men. I said this, I did a moderator, domestic violence. They had a program at the police headquarters yesterday. I'm a part of the domestic violence committee for the police force. And I was moderating. I told them, I made a decision, I'm going to say this publicly. If I walk in a Father's Day service on a service on a Father's Day, and I hear them talking bad with the men, I'm going to get up and leave. Because I am tired of society always on Father's Day talking about these no good men. Talk about men. Lift up men. Yeah, you laugh.
I try my hardest not to laugh just now.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out which church you've been to.
Well, I've been to a couple and I've heard
fathers here.
Yeah.
Everybody dress up. They got all their clothes on. And then
and all they want to
pastor
preach
can
about.
jump up and say, "How the man and no good."
But all these no good fathers. Yeah. Right,
Give us one day.
Yes, that's my point.
My God.
No, but not give us every day, because there are many good men.
Amen.
You're good. Like I say again, all of us in here are good men.
Amen.
There are many good men, and my example is this. I always tell them this. This is why me and Pastor Randy Han in prison ministries. Jesus meets you where you are. He don't care what you have done. We all are sinners, right?
Yeah.
We all fall short. Christ takes us from where he meets us, and he lifts us up and take us to where we are today.
Wow.
And this is what we ought to do with the men. Yes, you may have a challenge here, a problem there, whatever. But the young people that say big up, focus on if it's a minor thing, focus on that and let's big that up. Encourage and empower. This would be need. Going around talking about the man dropped the ball and all this foolishness, don't help nothing. Because Howard, if I am wrong and you criticizing me, what happens? I become defensive. I defend. But if you share with me, Dave, I know you face your challenges, but you know what? One good thing about you, Dave, you're a fella, you could talk. You're passionate. You just give me some positive reinforcement. You just swell up my head.
That's how you structure the constructive criticism.
That's my point.
Even if you want to say you had an area that you should work on, you got to structure it in accordingly that the fella could be receptive.
That's what you
can't
gotta
come
do.
to me and say you're no good, you never do nothing ever.
Right.
My God.
Yeah. So this is what we gotta do. We have to, and this is what International Men's Day. We are a organization. a number of men come under our umbrella. That's what we're not just another organization. What we are is we're working along with all the different organizations to bridge the gap, bring them together. What are you doing what are you doing? And together we work along with the Department of Gender and Family Affairs, the man's desk, Bishop Chadwick James. And that's what we're seeking to do, strengthen all the organization. This is why, even though, and we're non-denominational, we're non-Christian per se. I'm a Christian. Pastor Han is a Christian. But we're not saying it's a Christian organization, so because you're not a Christian, no. If you're in the lodge, come. We've had things with the Rastas who are part of it, you come. If you in sports, you come. And if you're an atheist, you come. Whatever you are, what we want to do is strengthen men, bring men together. But now one thing, I can say this as a Christian now, I believe that the true strength comes from Jesus Christ. Outside of that, I believe that you're only wading or swimming in water. I believe that a true transformation, this is why for me I got involved in prison ministries, because I've always told these guys, and I've spent 20 years in that volunteer. The transformation and the change that take place comes through Jesus Christ. We're talking about male suicide. I had an opportunity just yesterday to speak with someone who I visited a couple of years ago, attempted to kill himself. Attempted to kill himself. And I shared to him, right? I said, Christ makes a difference. He told me he didn't want that. The next thing I get was a call, come check out this person. He was in the hospital. When I walked to the hospital in the emergency room, when he looked at me, all he does, he throw his hand open, he say, I just gave up hope. The emergency, he had his hand bandaged up. Tried to slit his wrist. Just visited him yesterday, right? And I've had opportunity, and God has placed, because we're talking about zero male suicide. Another occasion, a young fella. The only reason this fella is not dead today, God's grace. He said when he had the rope around his neck, to the tree, and when he kicked the bucket, or the table or whatever it was, it must be didn't move. Because I don't know how it works, but it must be when you kick the bucket, or something you stand up on.
That's the whole concept of kicking the bucket.
Oh, that is whole.
The entire concept of kicking the bucket is death.
Oh, all right. Well,
that's where they get the terminology from.
Oh, I didn't know. And so he didn't do it. So I took him with me that whole day. And I said, and as we were going around, I say, see, had you went through with this last night, I say, see all of this you would have missed? This young man, the last time his mother introduced me back to him, he had a child and everything. And then I was on a radio, and a gentleman called. Said, boy, you talking about men and this and that. You don't know what I'm going through. I feel like I want to kill myself. So the minute the radio program ended, me and the person who's with me, we rushed down there. We went to him, we talked with him and everything. Wow. And this gentleman, I see now he works for an armored company. So we're talking about zero male suicide. We got to help men. Yeah, I'm tired of society.
I like this.
Man, how too hard.
No, you've been. Every time I see you, I remember my guy Terrence. But you've been at this for a very long time, and I want to be able to commend you and really encourage you that the race is not for the swift.
Right.
It ain't for the strongest also, but just to endure to the end. Because I know that this is not, sometimes, especially as we're here in this kind of a position and you're asking for sponsorship, I know that you could cry out in your quiet times and say, Lord, how do I do this? Lord, how do I do that? And I want to be able to be very clear and transparent with you. You know what? Let's do this. I won't help you.
Okay.
I won't just be as this. I just want to be as this.
Yeah, even if you get some sandwiches, some water, some drinks, whatever.
How are they making a sandwich? Yeah, put this in your pocket.
Okay.
Jesus, right? Okay, so let's do something with that, right?
Right.
So I just want to be able to be very clear with you. I commend you for your work. I commend you for your posture, your position. I commend you for all that you've done. And I know that God has called you and put a sense of grace on you. Now, you make me smile. You say, even the atheists, right?
Yeah.
So that was funny, right? So, but I really like what you're doing. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there and you're in the position that you want to be able to assist also with men who are going through, because sometimes men are pushed to the side, to the corner, and there is an expectation that our inherent strength should be able to carry us through.
Right.
But we need sort of a reinforcement. We need encouragement. We need a helping hand. We need a soft word sometimes. And if you could be able to do that, please reach out 433-6917.
That's correct.
433-6917, and they could be able to do this. It's going to be a prayer tonight. The prayer rally is going to be tonight
Christie Park.
6:30 at Christie Park. And then on Sunday, what time on Sunday?
Sunday, go ahead.
3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. on Sunday is going to be Awards Day, right? Is everybody invited to Awards Day?
Oh, yes,
Everybody's
it's open.
invited.
Male and female.
Male and female. We want you to bring their wives, and we want you to bring your children.
Bring everybody.
Yes, bring everybody. It's a family affair.
And you say it's going to be at the Chapel on the Hill?
Chapel on the Hill.
Chapel on the Hill.
On Tony Dick William Highways, yes.
Tony Darlin Highways, Chapel on the Hill, right in the back there. You know exactly where it is when you get around by Original Parties.
Yes.
And then you turn the curb right there and you go on the top there, right?
Pastor Nathan Wells, that's right.
Yeah, so you go up there and make sure you do that, okay? So, guys, if you want more information, please give me a call, 827-0111, 827-0111. I can give you my guy's number. This is about International Men's Day and being able to assist all you can. Guys, you've been doing a great job. Continue to be able to do so, my brothers, and any way I can assist.
Yes.
Just let me know, all right? Let's take this quick commercial break and be right back after this.
Foundation. Foundation.
The Foundation. We'll be back right after this.
The foundation. The foundation.
This Christmas, Wendy's and Coca-Cola are back with $40,000 in cash and prizes for you. Enter to win your share of $40,000 in cash every week. There are 2 ways to enter after you purchase.
Cash! Give me that cash!
First, fill out your receipt, including the skill questions. Then scan your QR code at the register to upload it. Or visit Wendy's Bahamas Facebook page, like the Enter to Win link, and upload your receipt. Simple as that.
Come and get your money.
My money.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. Buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, De Gregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Want to reach your Grand Bahama customers? Then call Barefoot Marketing at 827-4578 or message them for ad rates via their Facebook page. Advertising opportunities now include classified ads too. Keep up with all the latest Grand Bahama news in the Nassau Guardian newspaper every Tuesday.
You've tried everything. ASUS with your mother's cousin's sister's auntie, and even hiding your money under your mattress. But is your money safe? Your Bahamian dollar deposit in a member bank or credit union is insured up to $50,000. If anything happens, your deposit up to the insured value will be returned to you thanks to Deposit Insurance. Visit Deposit Insurance Corporation at www.dic.bs.
Protection for your money guaranteed with DIC.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio, Howard Grant Company, The Foundation. Glorious day. Happy to be in your company, live and in full effect. It is a Small Business Thursday. At 1 o'clock hour, you could expect to be able to see my guy come through with Ian Thomas to talk about direct marketers and what they got going on. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be able to have that kind of a conversation. We just at the top of the hour talk about International Men's Day. I wanted to steal away time. I got a couple of things, and this is wild. I just want to say this to you. This is wild, right? The amount of flyers that I've gotten over the past week. It's bananas. And they just send the flyer, and they say nothing. Like, you just send the flyer. Yes, talk about that. But you don't even say that. Like, it's like, you just like kind of just put it there. Bam. This here is not, sort of the coffee desk when you go into the doctor's office. You don't just throw the thing there. You got to tell me what you want me to do with it. I've gotten tremendous amount of flyers to talk about events that's happening, to talk about all these particular things as it leads up to Christmas time. I got so many flyers for people cooking. I don't even know. Listen to me. Listen to me. You know my 827-0111 wide open. So some of these people, I can't even verify if they cook. And as a decent fella, I don't even eat out. Talk to me. That's a double entendre. Let me be very decent with that. I want to be very clear with you, right? I can read your thing. I'll read some of your stuff. But, I just want to be as decent as possible. If you want to get a slot here to talk about what you do, give me a call. Let's go through the proper formality. Let me do what I have to do to get you guys here and get these things done here in the studio with us. Give me a call, 827-0111. The time is now. I put a little thing out yesterday, and the thing that I sent out to all those persons who have, to all those persons who actually has the 827 number, you would have been able to see me put my little, photo collage together, and I kind of sent it out to persons, right? So all those persons could be able to see exactly what's what and what we're doing. Start to book your stuff now. I promise you. This is not a jive. I'm not joking. I kind of be able to put you in a tizzy to rush towards, let me hurry up, secure. No, listen to me. Listen to me. My birthday coming up. I can tell you that very clearly. My birthday coming up, and I'm celebrating my anniversary. I've just gotten 2 telephone calls to say, Howard, why are you in Grand Bahama? Somebody yelled at me, go to Grand Bahama yesterday. As I was in the front of Wims, trying to be able to change my wipers. You know what I mean? So I got to change the wipers, right? So I went there, did all these things. Let's just be very clear about this. Very clear. I got a couple of calls that says, Howard, we want you in Grand Bahama. I throw a number at them. And then I just see the ... I ain't seen no response yet. If and when they respond, I gone. We can do it big. I can show you how to do it. Because y'all may not know, I can show you how to do party and election and campaign and the whole thing. I am dangerous at this. This is what I do. I then got my people on. I got my tent. I got couch. I got barbecue. I got everything for election day. All I need to do is get the number. If the number come true, and I ain't talking about you all box setting. If it come true, I gone. And we going live for 12 hours. Can I say this to you? All my cousins, I got a couple cousins, I'm a brother, they used to do DJ, they got all the equipment. We going to have a hell of a time, a good time. And I want to do it in neutrality. I want no F&M and no PLP. I want all us together. You understand? I don't want no kind of division and nothing. This ain't what I'm about. We're going to sit together and have a great time and talk about this and have even further conversations about what I'm going to create a small panel. Talk to me. I'm just talking hypothetically as I put this thing out there to you guys. Because the number ain't come in yet. What the number is you need to reach? It's somewhere between 1 and 10. Amen? In the middle. I can't get you. Don't get deep in the business. If that thing comes through, you're going to call me late and says, Howard, I want you to do this. I want you to do that. I want you to do the next thing. But if you ain't on the wicket, if you ain't on the agenda, it's going to be difficult for me to be able to accommodate you. I'm going to do my best to try. But I'm saying to you, give me a call well in advance. Even if you just lock your time in. You understand? And then we can take it there. 827-0111, 827-0111. Let's make this thing happen. I showed this Sparky on the phone. Telephone call on the line with us live. Go ahead. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Sparky, what's up?
Boy, he telephoned. Something else in the years of technology. I just heard the Deputy Prime Minister telling in a forum, telling BTC and Alive them about their terrible service when he is on the phone trying to conduct business with billionaires and fast foreign investment, and the call just drops.
That's why you got to fly over.
I just watch him on TV telling these people in the phone, and they're just looking at him and staring, some smiling. Because I guess they have the same problem when they go to use the phone when they're not in their office.
Yeah.
But, I heard the gentleman on your show a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hear you a lot of times, sometimes you tell us a lot of stuff that you did in your life growing through.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting, there's a lot of people around, they honoring this person and the next person and all that kind of person. And they always honoring something, some people that a lot of people know because of their public life, But there's a lot of people around there, Howard, that did things in this life not for no gain, no financial reward and stuff. That a lot of people don't even hear about. That a lot of people have never been to government house or this house or the next house and been given a badge or honorary or stuff like that, you know. Howard, let me tell you something. In 1976, a young man, about 23 years old, organized one of the first blood drives from Rawson Square to the blood bank with the Prince of Masonic Lodge, 1976. And out of that, on March, 196 pints of blood were donated. The following year, that same individual, three gentlemen, organized the first Independence Rush from Malcolm Park to the Western Esplanade to try to find out the difference between going around Bay Street 3 laps and one straight parade from there down the road, eat your boiled fish and go home and wait for the results. 2 years later, that same gentleman organized 3 kites and gadgets events on the Western Fort, what we call Fort Charlotte for children, all over the nations, especially the special schools, and gave the children everything with the hopscotch, the hula hoop, the free popcorn, sodas, hot dogs, hamburgers, everything donated by these people. That same person organized the tribute to Dr. Orff at the Rainbow Forest Theater, Cable Beach in 2002, sold-out crowd to honor Dr. Orff. That same person organized in 1977.
I feel like I know this person.
A drive from Chicken and Liver to Ohio Road to ZNS when ZNS opened their radio station and focus show the first time with barrels of soda, champagne bears, and cakes for the ZNS staff. That person has never been honored, you know. That person is yours truly.
I felt like I knew him.
You know what I'm saying?
I felt like I knew this story.
But you know, Howard, you don't do things in your country sometimes because somebody will give you some money. Sometimes you just love your country, and you love your people, and you do it before things.
Sparky, I want to say this to you. Hold on. I really admire your persistence despite getting cussed over the years.
Especially on talk shows.
Especially on talk shows.
I've been blocked and cussed and rolled over and kicked and barred and everything.
Yeah, and roll over again. Now, I want to say this to you. Your persistence in advocacy has always been consistent. You've done the same thing. I would like to take a time out to honor persons on the radio. I want to do that. I want to do that with the foundation. I want to do that. I want to do it the first quarter of next year, and I believe we can get it done. I got a little small team together. I want to identify some people. I may not be able to do 50. I may not. But I want to do it. And I want you to be one of the honorees.
You know, I don't even bother myself. You know, there's some people that be on here about, like, be here about, like pull up Poison Willa Francis. I mean, the hard working and Gus Cooper and them did for Junkanoo. Our most proudest cultural event that's internationally known now. They've been honored in many times, but there's a lot of people in the group that you don't even hear about.
Yeah.
There's things like, and I said this over and over, my mother, Granny Mercedes Joy Fountain, was the lady that gave the Bobby Boys their first sponsorship in 1958 to start the group.
Yeah.
From Mr. A.B. She worked as the secretary to Mr. A.B. Malcolm on Bay Street. Yeah. She got the Bobby Boys a box of cowbells and whistles and 16 pounds and gave it to Gus Cooper, young 17-year-old boys to start the Bobby Boys.
I like this.
64 years later today, from 1958,
no recognition.
She's never been honored by the Bobby Boys,
or recognized.
Yeah. Neither tourism. Hello? Never.
Well, that's something you got to work on that side. But this side,
work on it. It ain't about me, you know. It's honoring the people of this country who deserve to be honored.
Yeah.
Instead of who went to this church, who belonged to this party, and who was wearing that color shirt.
See, you know, out of sight sometimes, out of mind. And that's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. That's why people that tell you things when you get in politics, they say you got to keep coming around the headquarters. You got to keep coming around the headquarters. It ain't that your value doesn't exist if you ain't there, but it's that people don't necessarily remember you if they're in the thick of the thing. And that's unfortunate, but at least let's see if we can rectify it the best we can.
Before we die, have a good day. So our children to be proud of something.
Amen.
Let them buy some property, build a house too.
Sparky doing a lot. I don't know if we get that kind of honorary money. You're doing a lot. Guys, I thank you so much. If you want to be able to call in before the 1 o'clock hour, there's a couple of things I just wanted to do. I wanted to say this to you, right? Hold on, this is a text. This is Howard. He kicked the bucket. I can't read this because I can't even say it with a straight face. Your text is it's just indecent, okay? This will say that, right? So it says, Howard, they had Sparky in it's a Sparky. Anyway, that's it. Let's go. It says, Sparky say he ain't. Anyway, your text is too indecent today. I can leave that alone. I can leave it alone. Great show. As usual, tell your guests some medication side effects is suicide. The medication side effects is suicide. And also, people who can't cook always selling food, right? Great show as usual. You're going to honest texters as well? Yeah. The most indecent texter. I think there should be an award for that. Amen? The most absolute indecent texter. Here's your award. You come up and smile. I want to thank everybody for it. You need to stop. There's some stuff right there, right, guys? So give me a text. Let's be able to get into that. I won't touch this, right? Last night on ZNS, on my phone, I told you I just go through the thing just to look at what's happening in the country. And I saw the Honorable Pia Glover Roll. Dwight said I could play some stuff from ZNS. Should I let you hear that? Oh, God. She took a very strong position. I like what she did. I know we ain't supposed to be talking about the politics today. I know that. But, between you and I, you got to give me a little chance. Whenever we get a time, because we are in the season. We are thick in the season. So when we get a little chance, I can take a little chance. Don't fight me. All right, so let me send this to my producer, and he can play this for us right now. Before we get out of here, I want you to hear this, okay? Ali Wiggin? Ali, I can send this to you. I want you to play this for me. You can play the entire thing for me, please. It's going to be quick, guys. It's going to be quick, all right? So he's going to play this for me right now. Now, I said this last night why is he getting this straight? I said last night as I watched this, I said, it's amazing how you wear kitty gloves when you're dealing with some stuff. Can you see it, Ali? It's amazing how you wear kitty gloves when you're dealing with some stuff. You have to remain steadfast in your convictions and your positions. Maybe you modify a few things. These things sound familiar. And I realize when you have to genuflect and pay homage to who you consider great men. And I want you to hear this and hear the grace that this was dealt with. I thought this was very good. Let me see if you can be able to get the press play. You got it? All right, press play. Let's go.
Switching gears now, the Ministry of Public Service is at the forefront of many discussions throughout the country as Minister Pia Glover-Roll charged at the 55th National Convention of the Progressive Liberal Party that the Free National Movement did absolutely nothing for the ministry. Former Prime Minister Hubert Ingram not mincing on words in a response, and now in an exclusive with our Ajaquant, Minister Glover-Roll is setting the record straight.
Those comments not sitting lightly with the former Prime Minister as he fires back at Minister Glover-Roll, expressing his shock at her comments.
The F&M did nothing for public servants. The F&M did nothing for Bahamians.
Those comments not sitting lightly with the former Prime Minister as he fires back at Minister Glover-Roll, expressing his shock at her comments.
There's no need to lie in this business. When she goes to work every day as minister, she goes to the place the F&M put there.
In response to the former Prime Minister's comments, Minister Glover Roll acknowledging his input, expressing humility and respect for him. However, she maintained her stance, highlighting a perceived difference between F&M administrations.
Unless there's a differentiation between a Minnis and an Ingram administration in terms of the F&M, then I can understand his point.
According to the minister, the Davis administration has successfully tackled long-standing irregularities over the past 2 years in office.
He is a statesman. He is a former politician of the highest level. So I'm actually quite humbled that he took the time to listen to me, a neophyte. He noted some things that were done, a building that we're about to move out of because we've definitely outgrown that space. Minimum wage that the PLP has improved on even in this term right now. Increments that went away in the last F&M administration and that we were able to bring back during this Davis administration. So I'm doing the work. This administration is doing the work. We're looking at the files. The backlog is decades old.
Minister Glover Roll defending her claim by pointing out that the last service-wide promotion occurred under the PLP's former Minister of Public Service, the Honorable Shane Gibson. She adds that
I thought it was absolute. I want to commend her. I think there are some people that deserves commendation for handling this thing with grace and understanding the decorum that didn't necessarily was taught to you within the confines of politics as you ascended to this position. But obviously this decency traveled with you from your house. Amen? And for her to be able to do so with humility and respect and indicate that he's a statesman of the highest order and how she's humbled by his, this isn't the posture that, you see historic politicians take. They say, to hell with that. He's this, he's that, he's that, he's that, and all these particular things. Identifying characters or qualities or just being able to amplify issues that, as men, as human beings, follow each and every one of us. But she's taken, like Michelle Obama, the high road. But even on that high road, she traveled with a little small wagon. The wagon of commendation for her political organization. To be able to indicate that despite her posture and position, what the PLP is doing now. And how the clarification had to be made between the Ingram administration and the Minnis administration. And there is a stark difference between the Ingram administration and the Minnis administration. Last Friday, when I started to talk about the F&M being 2 steps behind, was it last week Friday? Was it last week Friday? Yeah, it was last week Friday. Or maybe Friday before last. The F&M's 2 steps behind has always historically been 2 steps behind the PLP. And then my good decent friend, Shivago Lang, called me. And through the conversation, he didn't say this to me, but I have to travel through the course of my memory, not that kind of a posture and articulation from society, my memory. That means impact for me, my community, and those around me, my memory. I had to travel through my memory to understand that creativity existed within the Free National Movement, right? Now, I could have gone back and forth with Shivago to indicate, well, Shivago, the Free National Movement had to go to the PLP to identify a chairman. And the chairman from the PLP brought his vision and concept with him. So technically, by default, that's still a PLP concept idea. That you had to indoctrinate him and he had to become a disciple to your organization first. But the vision existed with the PLP. I could have gone back and forth with that. But, I gracefully bowed out. And every time I talk about Hubert Ingram, I always have to do so at that highest quality. This is me. I don't care about what people say about him. This man is a master at what he does. And if you have any aspirations to move up in society, there are only a handful of people that you can identify that pull themselves up by their bootstraps, that went through tribulation, that endured hardship, politically and otherwise, that got to a position and demanded the respect of all on both sides. As Hubert Alexander Ingram. I caught a whiff of a conversation that says that he's lost his, and there's people calling from 8 Mile Rock and other spaces here locally, that he's lost his political collateral. I just feel like sometimes dust is beyond gold, but it don't depreciate the value. You could just blow that off, and it's still gold. That's Hubert Ingram. I want to be able to commend Pia Glover-Roll for taking this kind of a posture, still being able to vehemently and relentlessly support our organization and stand in her conviction, but genuflecting to the posture and position and understanding that some battles you just don't win. Amen? Good and decent things. Guys, quick commercial break. We're going to get to news, and then at the 1 o'clock hour, we're going to be able to see Ian hop in the studio with us.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
The Foundation. We'll be back right after this.
The foundation.
If you're looking for a burger that is 100% flame-grilled beef and comes with all the fixings you love, nothing beats the classic Whopper from BK. So, how do you make this classic flame-grilled Whopper from Burger King better? You double it! With double the cheese and double the bacon, this sandwich can fill any appetite. Introducing the Double Whopper from Burger King that is so big and delicious that the only way to make it better is to make it a combo. Try the new Double Whopper at Burger King Nassau, where taste is king.
Child, Fidelity can on this year with their new festive giveaway. You could win cash, an iPhone 15, get a bill paid off, PS5, all kind of things. Apply for a loan or an ASUS savings account, and you could win. Try our call them now. Here, 356-7764.
Guardian Radio and the Foundation are on the move.
Bahamas, this one's for you.
SBT, Small Business Thursdays. Every Thursday, the Foundation with Howard Grant will highlight small businesses throughout the country, far and wide. Your products, services, prices, and personality. We want to hear it all. Get your 30 or 60-second advertisement heard on air at a fraction of the cost. We here at the Foundation understand the times and don't want you to be left behind. With Guardian Radio, you reach your specific demographic, and it is unmatched.
We reach thousands daily.
Get your products off the shelf and your services in their hearts. Small Business Thursdays with the Foundation, only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. For more information, call 302-2300 or the Help Me Howard line at 827-0111. SBT. Small Business Thursdays. Get your business moving today.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company. Ian here yet. So let's see if we can get a couple things done. I see a couple texts coming through. Good afternoon, Howard. Mr. Grant, Mistress Pia Roll has done a great job in a short time. Very few could compare to with her work in recent times in public service. She's not playing politics like some other leaders in the past. She's just doing her professional job. Too many leaders in the past seem to look for glory, and it seems to have low self-esteem. As a text is coming through, I don't know. I can't jive with this. I don't know Pia. I know Pia. She's a church sister. I know her, but I don't know her background as it relates to. Oh my God, Ian here, right? As it relates to Ian here, I didn't know he came. He busted the door open, right? You're supposed to be at 1 o'clock, so you're late, right? So let's just quickly with Pia. All I know is the fruits thereof. All I know is her fruits. And based upon her fruits that comes to the forefront, I am happy to be able to call her a sister. as it relates to, she in the same church and so forth and so on. I believe this is a great decision that they made. And I believe sometimes, we see politicians that come to the forefront and give you this sort of a concept. And it's just a hit and miss sometimes. I think this one was a hit. She done excellent. I look forward to her tenure in politics. I'm hoping because we could say whatever we want, but the constituents who has to vote for her in Golden Gates, I'm hoping that they are satisfied with her and sort of provide an opportunity to be able to move forward. I think sometimes things surpass your political divide, and whether or not these persons have the wherewithal to take you for the full ride. And I think P is one of those persons. I can call some other names. You all may not like it. I like Joe Beth also. Can I say this? I just want to be very clear with you. Don't fight me. This is Howard. I got my own list. FNM and PLP is on this list. I ain't see nobody from the DNA on the list yet. Well, Branville, for sure, right? But I got my own list out there. And we'll talk about that in due time, due season. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so very kindly for tuning in with us. It's a beautiful day. In the studio with me is none other than my very good friend, Ian Thomas, all the way from Direct Marketers, chopping this thing down, making it crazy, always telling us about great opportunities that exist out there to be able to get some things done. Ian, we're live and we're full effect today. Say good afternoon to the listening audience. Make some noise. You're doing too much today.
You think so?
I think you are.
Oh, man.
I like it, though.
Oh, man.
On a gloomy day, I feel like there's some sunshine.
I'm serious, man. Thank you. I do black to be sunshine.
Really?
Hey, listen here, man.
This is a lot what you did just now.
How is
I like
you?
it, though.
How is you?
I live and I give in God praise. I ain't dead,
good,
my
man.
brother. I hear.
Should I go ahead and greet the nation?
They right here listening to you.
Okay, then. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Ian Thomas. I'm from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers is a marketing company, of course, and we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is, please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212.
Sing it. 552-0212. All right, go ahead.
That's enough?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hey, man, Howard, listen here. Once again, every time I go somewhere, people always scream out to me, "Hey, I like what you say and how you encourage the people to save money." And we want to appreciate.
This is what they scream at you?
Yes, they scream
That's
at me
a lot of
because
screaming.
once again, it's
We
Thursday.
like what you say.
We like what you say.
You're saving
It's saving money. So wherever I
Are
go,
they passing
people
the
just
bus?
scream at me. They say,
Do they-
"Ken, say why
Do they pass are they on the bus when they do this?
They're on the bus. They're everything. They're on the side of the road. Say YC.
Really?
And I
That's
say
what they
thank you so very much.
I got a text yesterday that says
Because-
certain leaders should CYC also.
Thank
I was
you.
like, wow, conserve their
right,
money.
right. They want you to conserve your cash.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you know somebody who gets paid today and tomorrow they're broke, just send them a message and say, "Hey, listen here, you should CYC."
Really?
Yes, you need to conserve your cash.
Even if they ask you for money?
Even if especially if they ask you for money. You should,
Okay, all right.
greet them with that.
Hey, what's up? I know you want some money.
And the
but
reason
CYC.
and the reason why
This is
because
bananas, sir.
WTF, we want you to watch the fees,
Watch
and
the
that's
fees.
the only way that you're going to save some money. WTF.
I'm telling you, if the bank says this to me, we gonna own the bank.
That's so important, man, Howard. And lastly, Howard and I, we want you to take these things into consideration because why? We want you guys to be MILFs. Because Howard and I, we both know money ensures life's freedoms. So be a MILF like me, especially like Howard.
I'm not a MILF, sir.
You're not a MILF?
No. It's too strong. You need to stop. It's too strong.
It's probably your haircut.
No,
but anyway, man, listen here. It's a wonderful day. Howard, where are you going for Thanksgiving dinner?
Can I say this? My cousin invited me to Jacksonville, Florida.
No, that's where you're going.
No, I'm not going.
Oh, okay.
I can't make that one.
No, we can't make that one.
No.
Well, if you're here in Nassau, that's next week
That's
Thursday.
the most expensive turkey in God's green earth.
That's a designer turkey. Listen, if you're
I'm
going
gonna spend $1,500 to eat one
to
turkey.
eat one turkey.
And pray to God it ain't dry.
Oh,
Thank God.
Good. I'm glad you're talking about that. Dry turkey or ham. And this year, Thanksgiving is gearing up to be so much more special when you go ahead and you dine at Naughty Johnny's. And that's what I want you to do. If you get a chance, if you don't have a place already planned where you're going to go and have Thanksgiving, I want you to go to Naughty Johnny's. And the menu is unbelievable, Howard. This extremely reasonably priced. I spoke with the chef, and he assured me that the turkey and ham were hand-selected by special meat connoisseurs.
Oh, naughty John.
The gravy?
Oh, naughty John.
Yeah, Naughty John, you got it. The gravy's going to be infused with secret ingredient that you guys will be sure to love. Plus, they've got lima beans and rice. That's always been a crowd favorite down there at Naughty Johnny's. And that's going to be making an appearance. And also, for Thanksgiving dinner this year, it's also going to be served with candied yams. And the stuffing that they've created was designed to be flavored, very flavored. And it's packed with, all these great herbs and so forth. You're also going to it's going to come with that sweet, creamy cranberry sauce and Caribbean-style coleslaw. So this is going to be really, really good at Naughty Johnny's. For dessert,
when's it going to be?
It's going to be. This is going to be next week Thursday.
Next week Thursday?
Yeah, that's.
They're going to do the whole day, or they just
the whole day?
So in the evening too.
In the evening too. It's going to go up. It's going to go up until then.
So Naughty Johnny's is right there on the Cable Beach Strip.
No,
talk to me.
I can tell you right
Bahama
now.
Boulevard.
But I still ain't tell you what you could be eating.
Go ahead, let me hear it.
For dessert, you're going to be getting their world famous spice squares. That's really, really good. That's a favorite. If you've never had them before, I'm telling you, folks, you're going to be wowed. So imagine all of this, what I just mentioned, for only $30 VAT. That's $34.95 plus VAT. That's crazy. And don't forget
$34.95 for people who you notice cook all the time.
And yeah,
this is heavy stuff.
Definitely.
$58 for the core meal, and then $20 for a drink for people who ain't never cooked before.
And not mention the
Let's go to
hospital fee.
Let's go to Naughty
For those people,
this
people who know how to
is
cook.
a lot.
Go to Naughty Johnny's where you're going to have a world famous chef.
39?
Yeah, 30. The price is $34.95.
34, so that's $35.
Yes, plus
Oh
VAT.
my God, I can
Yes,
afford.
that's a crazy,
Is it
crazy
okay? Should I
price.
say-
Yes.
Can I get excited about the fact that I can afford something? No, because I got to carry all my kids.
Pass the excitement on to everybody
No,
else.
I got to carry my kids. Is there a
Carry
price for
kids.
the little small kids? Or
You
do
know
we
what,
just kind of shave some food off and let it drop on the floor?
Well,
and say,
you never
pick that up,
know. You
be
probably
good?
get them. You probably get them a meal and cut it in half. That's what I used to do with my young one.
Really? I got children almost my size.
Oh,
up there.
they like
need to eat the whole
They
thing.
like to eat. Okay,
Okay,
then
praise
go.
God.
Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, you want to go to Naughty Johnny's? They're right there in Old Fort Bay Plaza. You know what it is? That's past the airport. That's the Old Fort Bay Plaza. The phone number is 377-7776. 377-7776. I want to give somebody like a free dinner down there. If you're there anytime between now and next week Wednesday, put your name. Let them write your name down there, and I'm gonna let Howard go ahead and pay for one of the dinners for y'all. That's the least he could do. Is that good, Howard?
I have 4 children, sir.
Man, Howard, man,
Not 5.
Man, got the people something. Get us some. Put $20 on. I can put 20.
Put 20 on it?
Put 20. Put
20 on 5. I put 20 on 5 for you.
Go to Naughty Johnny's. It's a wonderful place to be. Have yourself an incredible Thanksgiving ham or turkey or both. Remember, it's only $34.95. You're going to get all those things that I just mentioned. Naughty Johnny's, they're right there in Old Fort Bay. The phone number is 377.
Old Fort Bay.
Old Fort Bay Plaza, sorry.
Old Fort Bay Plaza.
Old Fort Bay Plaza. And the
I
phone
know
number-
where it is.
You do know where it is.
Right across the street from the supermarket.
You know everything.
I know where it is.
And
my wife and I went there one time, and we had a beautiful time.
Did you dine inside or
The
out?
Johnny Bread is it's crazy.
Okay, then good. Because you can dine in and you can.
We sat on the outside right
The
there.
outside, yeah.
Right in the little area right there. We had a beautiful time.
Great.
It was just
Yes.
she and I, and then boom, she ended up pregnant a little while after.
That's how it goes.
I didn't know whether or not it was the bread.
More than likely, it was the bread.
It was the bread?
Yep, was the bread.
Okay.
Telling you. And you can sit at the bar, enjoy your favorite beer or mixed drink with top shelf choices. So go to Naughty Johnny's. Once again, Old Fort Bay Plaza, phone number 377-7776. 377-7776. They use up all the sevens. They take up all the sevens. I don't know. Anyway, Howard, you and I are always talking about people when you go by someone's house. You go by someone's house. You ever been by someone's house, like I say, and you're sitting down there, they're about to offer you something to eat or drink, and you see a little...
What you doing here?
You know what you need? You need on-target pest control services.
You mean me when I go to visit people's house, or them people?
No, you could probably leave a note.
Them people need that.
Yeah, them people need that.
I gotta shake myself off entirely.
I've been by some people's house and a roach was crawling on the wall, and these people tried to offer me something to eat. I was like, no, thank you. I just ate last week Wednesday.
I'm good.
I good. Y'all can keep that
I'm
food.
good.
So whatever pest problems you guys are having, pest, insects, or bugs, or anything that's bugging you, you guys want to call Target Pest Control Services. They get rid of all of them today. The phone number, really quickly, write it down now, ladies and gentlemen, 447-1063. I know I say it bad, but that's 447-1063. You want pest services? Dial 447-1063. These are my guys. On Target Pest Control Services. That's Mr. Wade Riley, incredible young person doing his thing. I love that guy. I love the company. They are really professional in everything they do. They get to the root of any infestation problem that you might be having, and you can stop being embarrassed when guests come over. No more having to cover up food quickly before something crawls on it. You don't have to worry about that.
You know
Go
what's the
ahead.
worst? I was in the 6th grade. In the 6th grade.
Yes.
And you got all the tables are together. You take your book bag out and you put it on there. One of my good friends.
I know
took
what
his,
you're gonna say.
He took his book bag out and a roach came, right, just kind of running over the table.
Yeah.
And somebody jumped up. Oh my God! You bring your sister to school. It was horrible. I never forgot that from the 6th grade.
From the 6th grade.
And I always, anytime I get a bag or my kids get a bag, I shake that thing out because you never know.
You shake your thing.
So I know. Hold on.
Sorry,
I say that to say
Yeah.
it's important that you deal with these things.
It's important
Because
to-
you
Listen.
believe that your roach infestation exists solely within your confines of your house.
Yes.
And then you go in your car.
You're taking the words right. That's exactly. He also
You
does
carry
that
the
too.
things in your car.
Roach infestation. And these roaches are getting educated. You see, they're going to school. Like your buddy took them to school.
You taking them to school
because these roaches want to learn. So
Hey,
listen.
Western Joe's apartment. Funky Tower.
Don't be embarrassed
Tower
like
Scott
Howard's
Funk.
schoolmate. No more having to cover up food, like I said. That's going to be out of it. Nothing's going to be crawling around. And those buildings and foundations that need spraying, you got to call On Target Pest Control. The number is 447-1063. 447-1063. Right now, On Target Pest Control, they are giving a 40% discount on all subterranean termite treatment with a 5-year warranty. So he says especially he's going to do it for churches and civic organizations. If you're a government worker, he's going to give you a discount. If you are an elderly person, he's going to give you a discount. So that's 40% off right now. A discount on all subterranean termite treatments, and with a 5-year warranty. You need a beehive removed. That's only $100. Remember, all inspections and
They
estimates
save the honey.
are absolutely free.
Oh, they
People
use-
ask that all the time.
Yeah, because
my mom had one.
I never
there,
get bite from
and
the bee
person
2 times.
wanted
We
to-
can eat this honey.
Yeah. The person wanted to save the cone, the honeycomb. Comb or cone? Cone, honeycomb.
COMB.
COMB, honeycomb. You got it right. So I'm going to ask him about that because I know a lot of people want to save the honeycomb when they get rid of all the bees. But that's a good price there. Remember, all inspections and estimates are absolutely free, and you could pay just $30 a month for rodent service and say goodbye to ants, roaches, millipedes, all those good stuff. Pay just $25 and let Target rid your vehicle of all those crawling insects, just like you said, Howard, because it's be inside your car too. And On Target Pest Control uses the most
You got a whole
innovative.
pizza underneath the seat.
Yeah, because you know
That's
kids.
disgusting.
Yeah, sometimes people drop. I used to find fries and all kind of stuff under people's seat. Even mine.
As
even
much as I
once in a
tell
while.
my children to eat in my truck.
Yeah. And you got a nice truck too. Okay, so
But they can eat it because they can clean it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you that you pay just $25 and you can get your car sprayed, so you get rid of all those creepy crawly insects in your car. Also, On Target Pest Control uses the most innovative car baiting system on the market. If you're a Family Island customer, you don't have to worry. You can take advantage of On Target Pest Control services as well. So imagine all those little roaches and rats and spiders and ants and bees and termites and millipedes are all gone with one small phone call when you dial 447-1063. Did you write the number down, Howard?
447-1063.
Yeah, because sometimes people just call you
Target
and I
Pest
hear
Control.
On Target.
No.
They
I know
on
one
target.
number. I need to know one number.
What that is?
552-0212. When they call me, Howard, what about that?
You just like people say,
552-0212.
Yeah, people all call me all the time, 3 o'clock in the morning. Howard, give me your number.
I'm telling
Howard,
you.
you got to stop here now.
I'm telling you.
Hey, everything cool. Also, have you been to Garden of Eden as yet?
I actually have.
You did?
Of course.
When you been?
On Sunday.
He tell me that.
I know he would.
He told me you been. I just want to see what you was going to say. What you
The
ate?
best stew fish.
I had their stew fish. Which day it is?
The best stew
I had
fish
stew
on the
fish
island.
You went Sunday?
I went on Sunday. My wife and I was
No,
on
I
Sunday.
went Sunday. I went Sunday
Obviously.
early. You went Sunday later on the evening, eh?
Well, I didn't. What happened is that my baby girl had little sniffles.
Yeah.
So we didn't go to church.
Uh-huh.
But after we got her taken care of,
right?
My wife and I went to.
What time you went?
It
Let
was
me
like
see.
brunch, late lunch.
Okay.
It was lunch.
So I just missed you.
She had boiled fish. and I had stew fish.
I got the stew fish because he always say, you want meat or head or you want it mixed together. He did that with you?
Mr. Ephraim Jones.
Yeah, Mr. Ephraim Jones. I got the meat, and then I also ordered a sheep tongue.
Ephraim is an
from my
old
uncle.
friend of mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Good.
I mean, literally.
Yeah.
Figuratively speaking.
So let's
also.
jump straight into this. Let me tell them. Well, if you want to be like me and Howard and have the best in food, Bahamian food on the market, you want to go to Garden of Eden. They're located in Eastwood. The phone number is 819-5574. 819-5574. I'm going to get you something to eat from there, too, some lucky person. 819-5574.
You know what? They need to know that because people is jive with this. And well, this is the best stew conch. And then when I taste it, this is too much.
Yeah.
Is this a battery?
Yeah.
Did you put a tire in this?
Yeah.
Why is it so hard? Is this just coloring on this? What are you doing? It's too much, right? So, but Ephraim has great, and he brought the chef out to meet me.
He has a wonderful chef.
Right?
Yeah.
And guess what? My family and I, 2 Sundays before, had lunch there.
Oh, okay. So you don't know newbie to them?
No, Ephraim,
Okay,
I tell you,
then.
I know him a long time.
Do you know that every Thursday is soup day?
I didn't know that.
Every Thursday is soup day. You can either get pea soup or okra soup. That's right there at the Garden of Eden. Everybody loves to brag about they like the
Pea
soup.
soup or okra soup?
Yes.
Tell Ephraim I come in today. Give me 2. Give me 1 of each. I can carry it to
send
my
him a message
wife.
right now. Nobody sells more soup than them.
My God, I don't
Government workers,
I feel
bankers,
different. You know,
insurance people, all of them come far.
I live on the next side of the island. I driving all the way here.
People
My
drive
God.
to the east for Garden of Eden's food. There's no better place than the Garden of Eden for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they're open up from Wednesday to Sunday. Your breakfast is served
This is
from
good, soupy
7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m.
This is
an
soupy day.
excellent day.
Yeah, I could
Get
snuggle
your
up with my
little
wife
soup.
and feed her.
Grab your movie.
Then bang.
And just love up yourself.
Bang a lang.
No, I would please no bang a lang for you. Maybe just a lang.
You hear the ring? It's already done. It's already done, sir.
Take away the bang. Take away. Just give me the lang.
It's already done, sir. It is written.
It is written. Junior.
It is written, sir.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Listen, go there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I'm telling you, like I said, from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can get boiled fish, like Howard said, and stew fish, chicken, pig feet, sheep tongue, and spare rib sauce. That's why when the weekend
Spare
comes,
rib sauce? I
everyone
didn't
likes
know
to
you
go
had
there.
this.
They have spare rib sauce.
Well, I
you don't check or
I know I
like
see
things,
the
man.
fish. I only want 2 things: fish and conch. That's all that's come there: fish and conch.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. I can tell you the truth.
Uh-huh.
I can tell you the truth.
Go.
The Sunday that my family and I, okay, so I tell you, got the 4 children, right?
Right.
My 4 children, my wife.
Yes.
The children want chicken, they want all these particular things, right? But I got there, when I got there, I got the grouper. I got grouper, rice, coleslaw, macaroni, bananas. The thing was good, right?
Mm-hmm.
My wife, I don't know, she do something kind of exotic, right? I don't know, she's all kind of weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone was absolutely satisfied to the point where after church the next week, my children say, Daddy, we're going back up to the... Listen to me, look at you need to stop.
Yeah.
You don't have any job?
Yeah. They must see get it.
Okay, praise God.
And now listen here.
Somebody texted me and says, where is the Garden of Eden? It's in Eastwood.
It's in Eastwood. Okay, Garden of Eden is located Eastwood. That's off Prince Charles, just opposite Elizabeth Estates Police Station, or you want to say Elizabeth Estates, what you call that, clinic. It's right there opposite, straight across the road from it. If you want to call for specific directions, dial 819-5574. Call them right now, 819-5574.
It's on Tulip Road.
Tulip
Boulevard.
So when you go through there, you drive
Tulip
down.
Boulevard.
It's like about the 4th corner on the left-hand side.
On the left-hand
Then you
side.
go
Up
this
the hill
steep
and you take a left.
Then there's a T-junction. You take a left
I tell
and
you,
follow the road.
you all
all the
live
way
in
to the
Nassau
end.
and ain't nobody's decent
I'm
place.
trying to tell you, man. You can go there and you can have a drink, chill out, have a drink at the pool while eating and relaxing right there near the pool. Right there, there's a pool bar there. You can eat outside there. You can sip some nice top shelf spirits and on those exotic tropical
And
mixed drinks.
customer service is superb. Man.
I
These guys
know.
are good.
Well, it's always superb to me because I always have my vodka and cranberry.
Well, you know, they know me when I walk and they say, Mr. Grant. So I made, you know.
Yeah. So I want you
But
to
it's
go
great,
there.
man. And you know, you meet great people there.
Yeah, it's a good
The other
conversation,
day,
yeah.
I was just there and they were talking politics and whatnot. You know, I end up being there an hour and a half longer.
Right.
But it's a great environment.
Wonderful environment, conducive to, like I said, having fun and just being nice and safe and everything like that. Great crowd there. Also, someone just asking me right now, they said that they had the fried snapper and steamed grouper. Now, this is what I want to say before I go into that. Today and tomorrow, you can get the peas and grits that's served all day, and that's served with grouper and coleslaw. I never had it besides eating it from my mom. But then when I went there like about a month ago, he said, you have to try this. Man, Howard, that was so good. Peas and grits
and coleslaw
with fried grouper and some nice tangy.
That's some good island food right there.
Real good food. And you know what? Since I've been going there and going back to the Souses, you know how people sell you the lime and the pepper on the side? Never once have I had to add the lime and pepper.
It has good flavor.
It's seasoned to a T.
Yeah.
So if you people have never tried it, you people, such a racist. So if you have never tried it, you people who are just like me, we is one. You got to go to the Garden of Eden, man. I love it. Like I said, chill out, eat inside in the air condition, or go and dine on the veranda in the open, cool breeze. It's wonderful. If you need a place for
I go on Saturday morning.
Go there Saturday.
No, I'm going Saturday morning because if I'm corrected, somebody. No, he's supposed to have a little.
So you can buy me a drink.
I can buy you a drink.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm corrected on Saturday morning, I'm supposed to have a meeting, so I should be there Saturday morning.
Call me. I'm not far from there. I'll meet you there. Okay. Just do that, please. Okay. So let's say, also, you want to have an event? Baby shower, birthday party, wedding, christening, anniversary, board meeting, a fashion show, whatever you want, call them. They have nice rates
everything in
for
there.
people to go there and set up and have your function there. It's a wonderful, wonderful
He
place.
has an actual board meeting in there, bigger than this room.
You got that, right?
And he got
don't
more
forget,
chairs.
Thursday and Friday, happy hour. You can have some fun with your friends, and they do karaoke. You take part in that. Newly introduced this date night on Friday.
Date night on Friday?
Yes,
I can't go Friday. It's a problem. I just to be very clear. Unless I carry my wife, I can't go about it. Listen, it's a lot.
If you carry a wife, that'll be wonderful. She might be a nice guy.
She might meet a nice guy.
There you stop. But that's how it is before you get there.
Let me try.
And listen, Garden of Eden, phone number 819-5574. Ron, you're talking, but you can't Garden of Eden for date night. Come here, gal. Yes, Daddy. 819-5574. 819-5574. I see Dr. Teresa Adley just come inside here. 819-5574. That's the Garden of Eden. Go check it out. And she right on time, eh?
Let me take a quick commercial break and then we're going to do that. We'll take a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, and be right back after this.
Foundation.
The Foundation with Howard Grant. We'll be back right after this.
The Foundation.
At Ron's Electric Motors, they repair and rewind all major brands of electric motors, including water pumps, generators, and the generator's back end, welding machines, electric lifts, air compressors, battery chargers, and more. They're equipped to handle up to 850 kilowatts and rewind up to 450 horsepower motors. They're conveniently located on the corner of Wolf and Clarence Roads and are open weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays till noon. They offer 24 hours emergency assistance. You can reach them at 242-356-0249.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
At a time when jobs are hard to find, crime is a concern, and Bahamians are uncertain about the future of the country, there is one paper you can rely on as your source of news and commentary. The Nassau Guardian delves deeper into the issues. We ask the tough questions. We tell your stories. If you haven't already, pick up a copy today. The Nassau Guardian. News and views that matter since 1844.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all the day.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM Radio. Howard Grant in your company, The Foundation with Howard Grant right here. It's a beautiful day. We're here live and in full effect in the studios with none other than Ian Thomas with Direct Marketers telling us all about those things. Maybe I feel like we stretched out Garden of Eden way too long.
Yeah.
But that's our guy, though.
Yeah, man, that's our guy. That's
Ephraim
my
is
boy,
our
man.
guy.
That's my boy, Garden Eden.
Yeah.
Once again, let me just say the phone number really quickly before I move on. Garden of Eden, the phone number is 819-5574, 819-5574, right there in Eastwood. That's off Prince Charles, right there opposite Elizabeth State Police Station. So that's for y'all who want to try to get there. Now I got to go. Someone just wrote me and they asked me, Ian, please tell me about the blood pressure monitor. And that's what I say. Every home should have a blood pressure monitor. And no matter your age or your body size, everyone needs to know their vitals to ensure that you are in the normal range. So if you need a blood pressure monitor, please give me a call today at 552-0212, 552-0212. It's $65. There's delivery included. And it's not like the ones from back in the days where you have batteries and everything. This one's rechargeable. It also has a voice broadcast. So if individuals, if you don't have on your glasses like me, you can just listen out and get your blood pressure reading. And it has dual user model, so you can take it and your partner can take it and keep records of everything. And it's FDA approved. So if you need a blood pressure monitor, please feel free. They're brand new. The latest ones on the market, and they're rechargeable. The phone number is 552-0212, and they only $65.
You have to emphasize it's brand new. They're brand new, so you're going to sell people like some old.
When I say brand new,
I got one little something back there. Let me dust it off. You can have that one. It's a brand new.
It's brand new. Just took them out the garbage. No one tried to
get your blood pressure monitor.
Yeah, man. And listen, also it's the Samsung privacy screen. All kind of people always ask me for that. Some people call it the green top. It's what you see on someone's fence. It's easily put on the fence. As long as you have a chain link fence, you can get the Samsung privacy screen. If you're tired of people invading your privacy because you have an open lot, or you want to stop your neighbors from looking into your yard, you don't got no wall, you want to order the Samsung privacy screen today. It's 50 feet long, 6 feet tall. It's perfect to block out people staring in your yard and looking at your every move. If you have a pool area, or if you have a clothesline or a construction site, and you want your property to remain private, you want to get it. And as long as you have a chain link fence, like I said, it's easy to install. The privacy screen is made from the strongest breathable material. It's dark green in color, but they just brought in some black. So individuals who are wanting some black, and we didn't have any for a while, we got the black now. Very strong, like I said.
Green and black.
It comes in green and black.
That's cool.
Green and black, which is excellent. So it blends into any decor. And maintaining it is absolutely effortless. So get the Samsung privacy screen
But
today.
there is very, is a clear difference between the Samsung privacy screen and others.
Yes.
Because you could see it. It looks rich. It looks good quality and thick.
Yes.
very
Now,
good.
in the daytime, you can probably see the silhouette of someone behind it, but as the day progresses and it gets darker, you can't see anything. So it's a complete.
It's bananas.
It's a concrete block. Now, I haven't said a price. That's 50 feet long, 6 feet tall. It's $189. If you need the straps are $9. And individuals who require installation, you just pay $35 for installation. So give me a call for the Samsung privacy screen, 552-0212. That's 552-0212, and you will be happy you got that.
Christmas coming up. You won't be able to.
Christmas coming
No,
up.
see, but this is a
Definitely
time Bahamian people need to take care of their house, their so forth and so on. You and bring people over. I don't need your neighbors looking on them. That's what Get your Samsung privacy screen.
Yes.
If you want Howard to come to your party, so forth and so on.
Yeah. To Howard going to be incognito.
They won't have party and things like that.
Yes.
People looking at you eat chicken, your chicken fall. They say,
Yeah,
and they're looking at you too hard.
Right, and some people want to go outside and don't have to go and put on a bunch of clothes to go outside.
No.
So so now you have your.
Oh, you mean these
your
people who
property.
live there?
Say again?
These are the people who live there.
People live there.
Okay.
Yeah, they won't go outside, and maybe they unmentionables.
You need to. Yeah. Get you some Get two.
Please double up. Double up. Hey, man, when the last time your electricity been off?
I live out west.
Yeah,
I live out
it's
west.
rare. It's rare.
Yeah.
I live in the
I
east.
get them about 4 times a year.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Ours go off a little bit
Let me
less
knock
than
on the
other
wood.
people, but ours go off, and it's crazy. So, in case you have those power outages, ladies and gentlemen, you know that they can blow your electronics and your appliances in your and cause house fires. Don't leave your valuables and vulnerable. Get a whole house surge protector today. It regulates the voltage coming into your building from the power company, and it's only $139. Give me a call at 552-0212. You just get your electrician or somebody that you know.
Somebody texted me and asking me for a blood pressure monitor right now.
Okay, then.
Give him a call. Give Ian a call. 552-0212. I'll text you the number.
Definitely.
Okay, go
Get
ahead.
yourself a whole house surge protector. I have one. I am so happy. Sometimes, in case I forget to plug in my surge protector that's in the house, at least I know the whole house is protected with the whole house surge protector. Only $139, the lowest price on the island. Give me a call, 552-0212. Save money on not replacing those electronics and those appliances. And like I say, it can stop a house fire, so that's good. Staying on the same track as the power company giving people all these different things we could blow. You need a standby generator. Please feel free to give me a call, Ian Thomas at Direct Marketers. Get yourself a standby generator, and it's made by Generac. So if you need that, these are the different, pardon me, these are the different sizes of the generator. You want a 7.5 kilowatt generator, that's only $4,595. If you want a 14 kW generator, $6,495. Or 22 kW, that's a low $8,299. Don't be at the mercy of the power companies, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself a standby generator by Generac. You guys know the brand. As soon as your electricity goes off, in 3 to 5 seconds, boom, it comes right back on. So let's just say you have a business, an apartment unit, or Airbnb. These systems are extremely powerful and guaranteed to keep your lights on when you have those unforeseen miserable blackouts. So just imagine, like I said, 3 to 5 seconds, your electricity is restored. No more sweating in the nighttime. Can't go to sleep. I don't know what I'd do without mine because I just love it. Sometimes people have to call me and say, Ian, you know the electricity off in the neighborhood? I say, I know that. My generator just kick right
No,
in.
but this is important not only for the purposes of comfort. There are some people who are on dialysis.
I was just going to say that.
There are some people who are sick. There are some people who need to be able to have their breathing monitor, so forth and so on. Your dependency cannot be
Wow.
an inconsistency thing. You have to be able to get this thing taken care of.
You couldn't say it much better. I couldn't say it much better. That's
And then
wonderful.
watch me.
Go
There
ahead.
are some women, watch me. My mother, we in the
Yes.
cool, air conditioned. And she
Yeah.
say, oh my God, it get hot in here. I said, baby, what happened to you? She said, oh my God, it get hot in
Yes,
here.
yes.
There are some people transitioning
Yes.
into another life.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
You will need air
They
conditioning.
have to stay.
Get your
And especially,
generator.
and my lawyer, she says, well, I live with 2 elderly people. I have to pay the electricity bill no matter how it goes because they need to be in the air condition. They need to be cool. So you are absolutely right. It's not just for vain purposes, but you definitely want it. So
it's in just for your comfort.
yeah,
It's a necessity.
Once again, I need to reiterate: all units come with the transfer switch. Plus, you can get a free site delivery when you purchase. 1 free unit service when you purchase the generator, and a 3-year warranty on all generators. So customers, then you purchase your generator. The only thing you need after that is a propane gas tank. You need a battery. But if you let our guy do the installation, he's a certified Generac installer. He gives you a free battery, and you need to just construct your base for the generator to sit on, and that's it. It's very, very easy after that. So get yourself a standby generator. If you are a government worker, you work for Atlantis, or a quasi worker, give us a call at 552-0212, and I can turn you on to one of my lenders and make the process so much easier. So get yourself a standby Generac generator. It's wonderful. The sizes again, 7.5 kilowatt. That's $4,595. 14 kW, that's $6,495, and a 22 kW, $8,299. Give me a call, Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, 552-0212. That's 552-0212.
No,
I
you're
want
going
to say
down.
one
You
more
gotta
thing
go
before
up.
I bring in. Huh?
You going down. You got to go up.
Okay, let's go one more time. 552-0212.
Up.
552-0212.
That's how it works. You got to go up.
Let me sing it.
It's a frequency. It
It's a
goes in your mind.
frequency.
That's how it works. I'm trying to tell you.
I want to say one more thing. These people ask me to talk about 2 other things before I go. The Sonic Extreme knee bands. I told you about those
You
before.
did tell me about that.
Sonic Extreme knee bands. They have knee bands, ankle bands, and gloves. I'm sure you know somebody right now listening who's plagued with joint pain. And if that person is you or someone you care about, you need the incredible Sonic Extreme line of compression products. Sufferers of aches and pains and maybe wobbly knees, you guys call right now. You don't have to agonize any longer. The Sonic Extreme knee band, ankle bands, and gloves, they're guaranteed to give you that firmness that you desire. Not to mention their newly patented compression gloves, like I spoke about earlier. That's people who deal with, I think, carpal tunnel syndrome.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Those persons who type, if you're a stenographer, if you're a
Yes.
accountant, if you're one of these things,
I did sell one to
a
a stenographer.
Of course.
Yeah. And she had it on both hands.
Yeah.
That was
she
weird.
had to hold her hand all day like this.
That's someone told me that last. But how would
Yeah.
you know plenty but things, I don't care what they say. You know something.
Obviously, they said something different.
I don't.
What did they say, sir?
So if you have those throbbing in your fingers and you may experience this at times, you want the gloves, the compression gloves. And if you're dealing with an old injury that you might have sustained years ago, or some joint pains like you might have it right now, you need the compression line of knee bands, ankle bands, and gloves. They come in sizes from extra small to 3XL. You want to give me a call at 552-0212. The ankle bands are $30 for one, $55 for the pair. Knee bands, $25 for one, $45 for the pair, and the gloves are $45. Plus, there's delivery. Get yourself that. You're in some pain. Don't worry about it. We have all the sizes from extra small to triple XL. You individuals who go to the gym, ideal for you. You may not have an issue, but why not go ahead and prevent it? So use as preventative measures and get yourself all tightened up and everything. Individuals who go for a walk in the evening time, excellent for you. Give me a call, 552-0212, 552-0212. And lastly, before we go into Dr. Teresa Adderley from Coco Plum Wellness, I got to say, you need a paternity test done? Find out that's your baby? Call DNA Direct at 324-0665. The reason why individuals call DNA Direct, they're the least expensive on the island at $450.
Do you really care about expense at this point? Let's just talk about this. Okay,
Some people-
you've come to the point now. For years, you've been looking at this baby nose. It ain't as
See,
wide
the
as
baby ain't
yours.
changing.
The baby nose ain't wide as yours. Mama say the baby ears and the back hair, that's gonna be the real color. But the
Wow.
baby high red and use a roll. It's just too much. What is going on here?
Maybe the baby did
$450 ain't nothing to talk about.
Maybe we'll switch that birth.
$450 ain't nothing to talk about.
$450.
You've been looking at this baby for 7 years now.
Mhm.
You all had one row. And you say, you think that's yours.
Wow. That happened
Get your
before.
$450.
Listen, DNA Direct has been around going on maybe 12, 13 years. And they've tested hundreds of individuals in the Bahamas to find out the true identity, to see if a man is taking care of his biological child. And you would be amazed to know how many men out there are not.
I wouldn't be amazed.
It's crazy.
The folklores have told me your daddy ain't your daddy, but your daddy don't know.
Wow.
The folklores have told me.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to be a part of a folklore or any kind of law out there, get yourself a DNA test. You know someone who needs it. It's only $450 for an informational test. You need a legal test. That's only $550. You can do half down and pay the balance when the results come in. And you get the results, in 7 to 10 business days. So they have a mobile service available 7 days a week between 7 and 7. And you want to get yourself a paternity test done to find out if you're the biological father of a child, or you want to find out if someone's your brother or your sister, your mom or your dad, or your grandparent. Call DNA Direct, 324-0665.
Let me take this quick commercial break, and then we get back and talk to none other than Dr. Teresa Addy, all the way from Coco Plum Wellness, when we get back right after this.
The foundation. The foundation.
The Foundation. We'll be back right after this.
The foundation.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Let me ask you a few questions. What's your name?
Pam.
Favorite food?
Steak.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Is your money safe?
It's under my bed, so I guess so.
Are you serious?
Yeah, why?
Unless your money is in a bank or credit union that's a member of the Deposit Insurance Corporation, there's no guarantee it's safe.
Yeah, but what if something happens to the bank?
Your Bahamian dollar deposits are insured up to $50,000, so you'd still be ahead. Plus, your mattress might catch fire. Then what?
Man, those banks and credit unions are looking good right about now.
Visit the DIC's website at www.dic.bs. Protection for your money guaranteed with DIC.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. We are 10 minutes out. I wanted to take the time to be able to highlight something. We've been talking for this a little while. I'm going to let you be able to introduce This is the foundation. Ian Thomas is on with me from Direct Marketers, and we have in the studio none other than Dr. Teresa Adley to talk to us about cocoa. Well, I'll let you introduce her. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, we both came here, as they know, week after week. I'm here talking about Cocoa Plum Wellness. And it's a wonderful place to go for if you want colonics. And people keep asking me, Ian, what is colonics? You and I have given our explanation, but now I'm bringing the one and only Dr. Teresa Adley. She is the proprietor and a big part of what's happening over there at Cocoa Plum Wellness. Dr. Teresa Adley, man, everyone's so happy to hear, happy to know that you'll be on today. Go ahead, man. Tell everybody what you're all about and what's happening and why it's so important to go there.
Absolutely. So Cocoa Plum Wellness, Bahamas, is a hydrocolonic therapy spa. And what we do there is we clean the colon. And why do we need to clean the colon? Because we have, when we eat, our bodies only use and absorb the minerals that it needs, like carbohydrates, the protein, the fats, etc. The excess then is dumped into your small intestines and your large intestines.
Okay.
So what we're talking about, Ian, is almost 40 feet of waste.
It's almost as long as your
wow
the Samsung privacy screen.
40 feet?
40 feet. Unbelievable, isn't that?
So how long does that take to get out of you 40 feet? I mean, go ahead.
Now, it's amazing. Persons who look at themselves in the mirror now and they have that wider waist,
right?
What is happening there is you're actually expanding. So you're more than 40 feet, really, right? And so how long does that take? We tell the persons to do what's called the corn test. Eat a corn Sunday and see when it comes out.
Oh.
That's how long it takes for your food to move from your small intestines down into the toilet, more or less. So some persons' bowels are so slow that your body tries to help. Now, let me just tell you about this. When it gets into the small intestines, it's watery.
Okay.
And the small intestine is connected to the large intestines by a size that is about the size of your pinky finger.
Right.
So those large balls that you see coming out did not start off as large balls because it cannot fit through that little narrow opening. So that then, your body would have absorbed the minerals that it needed. It goes into the small intestines, and then the body tries to absorb more minerals again and nutrients that it needs. And then the excess is then dumped into the large intestines. Now, here's what happens. When it leaves the small intestine, it was watery, wasn't it?
Yes.
Then the body recognizes as you're taking too long to pass it out, it then tries to suck it back in to come out through your skin.
That's how it calcifies.
You serious?
Yes.
So
and that
it gets hard.
It gets hard.
And that's when you talk about people who are impacted.
The people who are impacted.
So individuals who go run to the store and get some prunes and stuff, is that helping? Can that help?
That's just a temporary relief. That's it. So what happens now, as your body is going through this process of sucking it back in, I use an analogy of, and most persons
And that's
know,
why people's eyes brown.
people's eyes are brown.
Their
Their skin is filled with acne, you know.
You see it, you use it as a joke, but their eyes are brown because it entering back into the bloodstream.
Yes, it's
this is
entering
already
back,
waste.
Yes, entering back into the bloodstream. So you have it going through your skin, your breath, Anywhere it could come seep out. Sinuses, anything that you could think of, joint pain, and it tends to hit the weakest spot. Okay? Why did I bring this here? Because listen to me, Ian, look at me. For 1 year, I was a patient of Cleveland Clinic, not the hospital.
This is
clinic.
crazy what you're saying right
The
now.
clinic.
This is bananas.
The
Go ahead.
clinic. I was going from doctor to doctor to doctor. I said, Doc, something wrong with me.
Right.
And then when they tell me nothing wrong with you know what their diagnosis was for me?
What's that?
Menopause. They said I have menopause. That's what they said. That's the
But you know
last
it was
thing.
more than that.
Oh, yeah. And as a
Because you know
matter-
your own body.
I know my body. And as
Yeah.
a matter of fact, I used to get up in the morning. I couldn't even come out of the bed. But joint pains, fatigue, can't sleep.
Right.
I felt like a train ran over my body. That's how I felt. And here I was every other week going to Cleveland Clinic saying something wrong with me. I had 14 pills. My husband used to give me 7 pills in the morning, 7 in the night to soothe my symptoms. And I was still not feeling well. But I would get up and work and move through the day. By 4 o'clock, I couldn't even move. I would fall asleep. Okay?
Wow.
So I started, my daughter sent me a book. And in the book, it's called The Cure, if you go on Amazon, and you can see the woman's face. As a matter of fact, anyone who knows me, go on my Facebook page. I actually took my own picture.
Yeah.
And
Before
you
and
can
after?
Yes,
Yes, I saw
and
that.
I look
Yeah.
just like that
Yes,
woman.
yes.
And in her book, she says that she did everything. She went to all these doctors. And the one thing was the hydrocolloid. So I said, you know what? Then this is my last step. I have 14 pills. They wanted to put me on CPAP. Young woman like me, they wanted to put me on CPAP.
Right.
And
When you started.
and I didn't start no CPAP.
No, when you started
Yes,
the
yeah.
colonics.
So I started the colonics, and while I was doing it in March, I said to the lady, "Look, this is helping me so much. I want to bring this to the Bahamas." Okay,
So you did it in the States?
Yes, I was doing it because the open system. The open system is what we have. We have the
Right.
state-of-the-art open system. You just sit on the machine, you straddle it, we put a straw-size tube into the rectum, warm water is instilled, and you can
This
actually
story
watch.
is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I'm
man, someone's
telling
asked
you.
me for this
You know-
number right now.
you know some-
Let me just
yeah,
spit out the number.
put
The
your number
number
there.
for Coco Plum Wellness Bahamas is 445-8111, ladies and gentlemen. 445-8111. 445-8111. That person just said that they've been impacted for a couple of weeks and they want to take advantage of this. They asked where are we located. Tell them again, in the east, right?
Yeah,
In the
yeah,
east.
we're located on East by Winton Super Value. Once you go on the website and you make your appointment, the direct directions will come up. It'll populate.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Now,
Yeah.
I remember the other day you was like, Ian, all this is due to the to our diet, all that chicken and that conch that's been undigested and everything. You said
Yes.
since you've been doing this, recently you've been seeing individuals passing worms. That's what you said?
Listen to me. It is unbelievable. Young people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, they're coming in, they can't lose the weight. They look like they're feeling bloated and whatever the case may be. And they come in.
I coming in.
And let me tell you what happened.
He tell me come in now.
I know you're supposed to. I'm waiting on
Go
you
ahead.
any day now. All right.
I
So
come
what
in.
happened is, so here it is now. The parasites. They're so smart. Guess what happens? So you will be watching it. The parasite will pass, and then it will send a signal to the rest of the parasites to suck onto your bowel walls. So I have to be there that very moment to see
Wow.
the clump. Yeah, you know. And so, of course, there's a treatment. I deworm you, and then you come in. to,
Guys, please, I know this may be gruesome, but a lot of
But it's
us
important.
are
It is.
doing this. You already had all the steak, roast beef, chicken,
Yeah, all
pork
those
chop,
meats.
everything. And this is in your system. It's very important that we continue to be able to fight against some of the issues that are taking us out.
From there you go. One of my clients asked me right now, they are scheduled for a colonoscopy in a couple of weeks. Can this assist in that?
Yes, it actually cleans the bowel. So once we clean you out, and then the doctor will be able to visualize what they need to see in the colon. But
Excellent
what I
stuff.
wanted to say about that as well is that, remember I talk about the colon trying to reabsorb?
Yes.
It then plasters onto the wall. So your colon is no longer functioning. Your colon is supposed to reabsorb water, and so it's no longer functioning. So diarrhea is also a sign of a sick colon, and so is constipation. Because now that water, you remember the water that was coming from the small, is just going to pass because it can no longer absorb. It can't absorb
This
back
is
into the
crazy
system.
stuff. This is crazy stuff.
So,
ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
because you got 2 more, you got 1 more.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. So, lastly, before I go, now you said when an individual is done, what would a patient
Immediately,
feel to?
they feel immediate.
You said something about the skin and.
This is me. I used to tell all of my clients, if you don't feel good immediately, I will give you back your money.
Because after I got it done, I went home
Immediately.
and I slept like a baby.
Your
I called
body
you the next day.
Your body is begging
You
to
don't get that.
release that toxin.
I never get that kind of guarantee
Listen,
from nobody.
listen to
else.
me. Your body is begging to
Let my
release
wife
that
do
toxin.
If you don't like this food immediately, I'll give you back all the money I owe you.
How much pounds can an individual lose?
Oh,
in
I
a
had
session?
I had one client lost 10 pounds.
In one session?
Crazy.
10.
What though?
And I'm quite, and she tells a story.
You got to come
10
back and do
pounds.
this. You got to come back and
Yeah,
do
she's
this
gotta
because
come
we are
back to this.
flat all the time.
Yes.
Wow.
I want to thank you also very
Wow.
kindly, guys. I need you to go down to Coco Plum Wellness and be able to get that 445-8111, 445-8111. Dr. Teresa Adley. People have to go through trials and tribulations
Oh, man.
to be able to alleviate a generation.
Listen,
This is crazy.
I felt amazing
My
after
God.
I was done.
Also, check out Naughty Johnny's. Get yourself the $34.95. You got the numbers down there. Target Pest Control, Garden of Eden, and be able to find that stuff. Hit up Ian.
At 552-0212.
Don't call me for Ian things.